So let me take one more slide. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the physical properties of ionic compound. So first, again, we have to discuss what is ionic compound.
Sir, the compounds formed by the ionic bonds are called as ionic compounds.
Yes, ionic bond between anion and cation. Okay. So I'm going to write again one more time what is ionic compound. So those compounds formed by ionic bond. Those compounds formed by ionic bond between anion and cation.
Cation.
Yes, anion and cation, okay, are called as ionic compound. So here anion means it is negatively charged ion.
Yes, sir. And cation is positively charged.
Yes, and cation is positively charged ion. Positively charged ion. Okay, so the force of attraction working between positively charged particle and negatively charged particle is called as ion, and the force of attraction working between them is called as electrostatic force of attraction.
The electrostatic, yes, sir.
Yes, electrostatic force of attraction.
Sir, can you repeat the definition of ionic compounds?
I have written over here, na beta. Okay, and that electrostatic force of attraction is called as ionic bond. Ionic bond. Understood, beta? Ionic bond and ionic compounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the physical property. So let me highlight that part. See here, ionic compounds are solid. Okay, because they are found by the strong force of attraction called electrostatic force of attraction. That means they are bonded very strongly with each other. That's why they are present in solid form, as well as they are hard and hard to break. Like if you will break them, will break down into the pieces. That will break down into the pieces. Yes, whenever you you require, you can take a screenshot also.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so due to the presence of, see why they are solid and very hard to break, because they have the strong force of attraction between them, and that force of attraction is called as electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, and which works between positive and negative charge ion, and we used to say they are cation and anion. So anion is negatively charged ion and cation is positively charged ion. Okay, this is the first property of ionic compound. Now next, they generally break down into the pieces. Okay, if you will apply very high pressure, that compound like ionic compound will break down into the small pieces, because they are the crystalline substance, and that property, when we apply the pressure and the substance break down into the small pieces, is called as brittleness.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so brittleness is the property of ionic compound. Okay.
Sir, should we also write these 2 points in the physical properties of ionic compounds?
Yes, you can write. After completion of that part, I will ask you to take a screenshot also. So after completion of the session, you can write on your notebook by using those screenshots. Okay.
Okay, sir, continue.
Okay. So now we have the lattice structure. Lattice structure means the crystalline structure of ionic compound. Okay, so let's discuss about the lattice structure of ionic compound. So see, the lattice structure of the ionic compound is where particles are arranged in a regular manner. Suppose if we are discussing NaCl, NaCl. It is the ionic compound. Okay. Here sodium have less atomic size as compared to the chlorine, because sodium have only, like sodium ion have only 2 shell, but chlorine ion have 3 shell. So from here distance from center of nucleus to the outermost shell is higher in case of chlorine. So chlorine have higher atomic larger atomic size than sodium. So here we have large chlorine ion and small sodium ion. So I'm going to arrange like this. This is a one particle, another particle. Sorry. Okay. So particles of like ionic compound, they arrange in a regular manner.
Sir, what is the drawing? I can't understand.
Okay. See this large structure. Let me change the color. This large structure is for chlorine ion, and this small structure is for sodium ion. Okay, this is chlorine. So particles are arranged in crystalline structure like this. Okay. So here, if we can arrange this particle like this. Okay. So let me show you the diagram over here. See, these are the arrangement of particle like this. Here we have like purple colored fluorine ion, and a little pink color we have like sodium color we have that. Okay, and that pink color we have fluorine. This is for
That they both are
sodium
same
ion.
size.
Yes, yes. See, the same size is given there, but actually fluorine ion is have very large structure size as compared to sodium. Why? See, sodium have electronic number 11. Okay, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8, and 1. And chlorine have 17 electrons, so its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, and 7. But in order to form NaCl, that electron of sodium is going to lose and chlorine is going to gain. So then sodium will form sodium ion, and in this case it will contain only 10 electrons. So its electronic configuration will be 2 and 8. And then chlorine own have 17 and 1 electron is from sodium, so we have 18 electron, and for that it have one extra negative charge. So its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, and 8. So in sodium we have only 2 shells.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, but why that structure is very big means there are many atoms of such chlorine and
Yes.
sodium.
Yes, there are many atoms are present. Okay, let me discuss that first. So here we have around this is the nucleus. Okay, so around the nucleus in case of sodium we have only 2 shells, but around the nucleus of chlorine we have 3 shells, 1, 2, and 3 shells. Okay, so we have 3 shells. Okay, so that's why atomic size, like ionic size of chlorine is larger, and atomic size, like ionic size of sodium is smaller. Okay, so they do have different size, but here it is, it is only the representation of the ion. That's why it is the same in size here. Okay, otherwise chlorine and sodium ion have different size. Okay, due to the presence of different number of cells. So let's discuss the point of the lattice structure of ionic compound. So the lattice is the angular arrangement of particle, whether these are atoms, ions, or molecules. Okay, the angular arrangement means the regular arrangement of particles. Oh, sorry, it is regular. The regular arrangement of particles takes place because they are opposite charge particles. So they arrange themselves when the crystalline structure is formed, like ionic compound or ionic ions, or like constituent ions. They arrange themselves in a regular manner. Okay, in ionic compound. Ionic compound or solid usually exists as a regular, well-defined crystal structure. Okay, so why they do have well-defined and well-developed or regular structure? Because particles or maybe the ions they are oppositely charged particles and they attract each other in such a way that one positive ion is going to combine with another negative ion, and they arrange themselves in a regular manner in crystalline structure. Okay, so this is all about the latest structure of ionic compound. So I want you all to take a screenshot for that. Wait a second, I am just scrolling down.
Sir, I have taken all the screenshot. Like when you were explaining, I have taken 5 screenshot.
Okay, now take a screenshot, beta. Everything in one shot. Done, everyone.
Right, sir.
So any
Yes, sir.
question here?